So, how do you actually create a goal? We all learn the importance of creating goals during our schooling, but only a few know how to actually create a framework for something you want to achieve. Hi guys, my name is Isha, and today let's talk about how goals are created and what it truly takes to achieve them. So first, let's talk why the goals we create do not come to fruition. Is it because your desire fades away? Or you didn't get enough time to work on it? Or is it the unavailability of resources? No, none of these are true. For most of us, we cannot fulfill what we want because life happens, responsibilities happen, overwhelm happens, limiting beliefs happen. And with all that come our fears, our self doubts, and distractions. Another reason could be that you don't have a map of how to achieve your goals. And that's where the role of a life coach fits in. Someone who takes accountability, creating a roadmap for you, gives you encouragement, and stretches your horizon to create the life you desire. Basically, a support system to help you achieve your goals. See, you cannot achieve a goal unless you have a strategy and commitment to what you want to accomplish. And how do you identify, strategize, and develop a framework for executing your goals? Goals could be anything. It could be getting good scores in school, better results, a health goal, a business goal, or a goal to accomplish something in your personal life. So, for all of this, you first need to identify your goal. What are you trying to achieve? Be very specific about it. Saying, I want to lose weight is vague. I want to lose 10 pounds in 2 months. Now, this is specific, right? Then break down that goal into small, measurable steps, such as losing 1 to 2 pounds in a week. Now, create an execution strategy. How will you achieve your goal? Maybe by running 1 to 2 miles each day, or following a certain type of diet, or it could be both. Try to make the execution strategy as easy as possible to follow through. Okay, and then identify whether you need support from someone else or you need to learn a certain skill to achieve your goal. For example, in the above example, it could be a dietitian or a yoga instructor. Okay, identify what knowledge or skill is needed to pursue this goal, and where and how will you get that support you needed to accomplish this. Okay, and besides this, now there may be your own limiting beliefs stopping you from achieving your goals, like I always quit in the middle, or I won't be able to do it. Spot what thoughts or emotional patterns needs to be improved and what the desired thought process should look like a mindset saying I can achieve whatever I put mind to, right? And not only this, make a list of what you are already competent in. Knowing your strength is equally important in chasing your goals. Okay, now let's talk about the most popular and simple method for achieving goals, which is used worldwide in every sector, be it health, corporate, coaching, sales, and marketing, everywhere. And that is the SMART Goals framework. So if you really want to achieve your goals now, make sure they fit into the SMART model, because these are the specific elements that make your goal achievable. Otherwise, your goals are just dreams with no execution or reality. Okay. Now, in this SMART goal model, S stands for specific. Be very clear about what you want to achieve. For example, I want to increase my sales. It is a vague goal. I want to increase my sales by 50 in the next 3 months. Now, this is specific. Okay, when you are very clear in your mind about exactly what you want, now your subconscious mind gets involved in making that goal a success. Okay, second is M. M is stands for measurable. So, when what you are doing to achieve your goal should be measurable. For example, if your goal is reading a book in a week, then the measurable part would be I will read 50 pages every day. Only when you can measure what you are doing can you track your progress. Okay, so your goal progress must be measurable. Third is A, which stands for achievable. If you create unrealistic goals like making 50 sales in a week without the capacity, you are setting yourself up for a failure. Why? Your goal should stretch your limits, but it still should be achievable. Otherwise, what happens now? You will feel overwhelmed and quit midway. Okay, so take the small steps first, and as the confidence builds now, gradually stretch your limits. Okay, now comes R, which stands for realistic. Okay, so for example, I want to grow my business to 1 million in a month. Is it realistic? I mean, you should dream big, but your goal still needs to be realistic. Thinking outside the box is important, but having a clear vision and a practical approach is equally necessary to achieve that goal within a given time. Okay, and also here, being realistic also means ask yourself, do you currently have the skills, the discipline, commitment which is required to achieve this? For example, I want to run a 10-mile marathon. But am I already a good runner? Do I already have the stamina required? Being realistic means accessing where we are in the moment versus where we want to go. Okay, maybe you are already running 5 to 6 miles regularly, or maybe you are just starting out. Okay, so knowing where you stand with respect to your goal is part of being realistic. Okay, and T stands for time bound. You must give your goal a deadline. It's human nature to delay things until the last minute. So, by giving your goal a deadline, now you create the urgency and the momentum needed to achieve it. Okay, and moreover, now while following the process of achieving a goal, now you should always have the outcome in mind, as in where you are going. Okay, otherwise, now it will all become a busy work without results. Many people do not make goals because they don't believe that they can follow through with them. And others who do make goals don't know how to create an action plan to achieve it. And sometimes people who also have a action plan, but they do not have the execution strategy required to follow through. Okay. So to actually achieve a goal, you must have a strong desire, as in a strong why to make it real. Why do you want it? Write everything you want to change or do in your life, be it big or small, and then prioritize them and dig deep into your why, because that why becomes the reason for your commitment to follow through and to seek support. Otherwise, as life happens, you will get distracted or might lose your focus along the way. Okay, so having a strong enough reason why you want to do what you want to do is very important. Okay, goals are often lost when you lose your drive along the way, or when you do not want to step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so to truly change and challenge yourself, keep asking why to every answer you give, so you can uncover your deepest desires. Okay, now, pause this video here and write down what you want to achieve now, and dig deep why you want to achieve it, and then use the SMART model I shared to execute your goal into action. Okay, with this, I close today's session. See you in my next video. Until then, take care.